ahead of us, and we can do it. Mr. Tonko?
Yeah, just wanted to speak to the issue that Representative Altmire raised with the donut hole. Such a sweet label thrown onto a hidden attack onto our senior community, asking them to dig into their pockets when they hit the threshold of $2,930, all up to they hit the threshold of $4,700. I can tell you painfully, heart-wrenching stories that many of the seniors that I represent, and again have a huge proportion of seniors in my home county of Montgomery County, New York, and many will reach that threshold early in any fiscal year. And it's a phenomenon with the prescription drugs. Those prescription drugs are their connection to quality of life. It's not only keeping them well and healthy, it may be keeping them alive. And there are far too many stories, again, heart-wrenching stories of people who will cut their prescription or their pills in half so that they can balance their budget. That is not the way to respond to their medical needs. They are told by their physician what that prescription drug intake is to look like for their wellness or their getting well, and we ought not cause them to be pushed to the brink where they actually adjust their intake of prescription drugs just to meet a budget. So this closing of this donut hole, making prescription drugs more affordable, where we finally in 2020 close it completely, I mean, people have realized already billions of dollars of savings. 5.3 million seniors have received $3.7 billion in savings. Is that something you want to take away? So when this House, with a majority, the three of us obviously said no, but when the majority said repeal, why? What's the replacement? We didn't hear replace, we heard repeal. And it left many stunned in this chamber because the progress just begun to be tasted was attempted to be pulled away, and it's regrettable.
Well, we heard many, many things during that debate last week that are just, I think, incorrect and inaccurate. One of them was that the Medicare program was cut and benefits taken away from seniors. It didn't happen. What happened was that about $50 billion a year of expenditures going to the insurance industry unnecessarily, an unnecessary bonus was removed. That was about $160 billion, about $16 billion a year. And then there was the Medicare fraud. That is a big problem. And other adjustments, but no reduction in benefits to seniors, and in fact significant increases. Mr. Altmire talked about those with the drug benefit, as you did. There's also the prescription drug savings, which Mr. Altmire, you raised. We also know that every senior now has a free annual health checkup, which is an exceedingly important way of keeping seniors, well, anybody, healthy. You get a checkup. We got blood pressure issues, diabetes issues, other kinds of medical issues. You get ahead of them, and then with the drugs, you can keep ahead of them. So there are many, many improvements in the Medicare program that are a result of this bill. Mr. Altmire, I know that you've been spending a lot of time on these issues, and I thank you for your participation here tonight. So if you'd like to expand, maybe some experiences in your own district, and go for it.
I appreciate the